Hello, today is 3/6 of 25 and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. So today it is currently about 20 to 11. I have been fasting since like 3:30 yesterday. So I have a really good fast in and I'm feeling just fine. I am starting to get hungry. We're going to go eat at Chick-fil-A for lunch today. So I have kind of prepared my food to do that. So I have my coffee, which I made with 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk, a full serving of Naked Brand Whey protein isolate powder, and then a half serving of bulk supplement brand beef protein powder. With what I have planned today, I am planning a bit higher fat, which means that I kind of need to get a bit more protein in just to make sure that I'm getting enough protein. So I added that bit of extra protein powder of the beef protein powder uh, to my coffee for that reason. And then for Chick-fil-A, I will eat 12 of their grilled nuggets in a bowl with 1 avocado that I've diced up and 2 slices of bacon that I also chopped up, and I'll just kind of eat it like a salad. And then my plan is to, when I get home, again, mostly because I need to bump up my protein, but also because I am trying to get more calories in to make sure that I'm not tearing down my muscles. So I'm going to eat an Amy Lou brand Italian chicken sausage with peppers and onion. These are delicious. I highly recommend this brand. Very clean ingredients in almost all of their um, items. I think there's only been one that I found that had, I think maybe like maltodextrin or something like that in it, but all the rest of them have been very, very clean and they are delicious. So that's what I'm going to have for my first meal. I'll be back with my second. I'm not eating right now, but I am doing some meal prep for kind of over the weekend. I have a pretty busy weekend in place, so I want to like get some things done so that we have some food to eat. I currently have over here, I have in my slow cooker some taco soup. It's actually something that I made for a class, so that's why I didn't record it, but I've got it in there. We will be having it for lunches and dinners over the weekend. The other thing that I have going on is I am thawing some chicken thighs. I'm going to make a chicken thigh with ham and Swiss casserole dish. I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link to all of these recipes in the description below. So we will have that. We actually might have that for dinner tonight, but I'm not sure on that. And that'll actually be for my family. That's not something that I would generally eat. I'm not a huge ham and Swiss fan, so I will probably eat something else. But I want to have them have some food to make and or to eat. And then the other thing that I have going on is I have 5 pounds of ground beef that I am thawing, and then I'm just gonna break this up into uh, like probably 2 pound packages, and then also cook some of it. So some of it I will cook and have for my husband. He likes to make stir fry. So it'll just be cooked and ready for him, and then he can toss it in with his stir fry and he's done. He loves to have that. It's 93% lean ground beef. And then I will also probably cook some of it up to have like as taco meat, or maybe I will just season it with like some salt and pepper, and then we can toss it into dishes. Or if I need a little more protein, I can, have a bit of that in some way, just to kind of, make sure that we have plenty of food to eat over the weekend. Finally, the thing that I'm really here to tell you about is I am going to sous vide some chicken breasts. And I know I have mentioned it before, but I've never like shown you that process. I don't, maybe you know about it. I don't know, but just I thought if you didn't, you might want to kind of see what that looks like. Okay, so this is my sous vide machine. This is the machine. I have it set to 150 degrees. It is working its way up to 150 degrees. It is warming this water. That's what's happening. And I've got just a little separator in here so that I can put my chicken breasts in, and they will have some separation between them so that that water can flow all the way around it and make sure that they are getting cooked. So then to prepare my chicken, first of all, I like to use these Tyson boneless skinless chicken breasts, which are actually cut into thinner breasts. I don't know if it says, I don't know that it says on here that they're cut into thinner breasts, but so it's the chicken breast, but it's been cut so that it is thinner, just like that. So it's been cut in half horizontally. So I really like that. It's easier to kind of deal with, like to eat and to cook. I don't have kind of this thick section that is maybe a little undercooked, whereas this section might be overcooked. It really kind of evens out the cooking for me, and I just find that they tend to be able to have more flavor because when you season both sides, you're just having to season a lot less meat, right? Like it can kind of get in there. Whereas when you have a really thick breast, like the middle of it isn't really getting the seasoning. So I do like to use these for sous videing. And what I have here also, I want to try and deal with this without getting chicken all over everywhere. I have some storage bags that are for my vacuum sealer. And here is my vacuum sealer. I'll show you how to use that if you've never used one. But so I have my bag sitting here, and then I'm just going to season my chicken with some salt and pepper. And then I think I'll probably add some garlic powder and onion powder to it. I don't always. Sometimes I just use salt and pepper. Sometimes I'll use some other kind of seasoning. It just kind of depends on whatever I feel like that day. All right, I had to just take my glove off because I wasn't going to be able to open these with my glove on. Okay, so then just sprinkling some onion and garlic powder over top. And I will do this to both sides. I don't want to just season one side. I do want to season both sides. And then I'm using about 1/4 teaspoon of each per 2 breasts. So one of the things I do with my bags is I fold down the edges so that it's easier to get my meat in and not kind of like get the meat all over the place, and kind of actually even hold the bag open for me. So I'm going to put 1 in each bag. Sometimes I'll put 2 in each bag, just kind of depending, but these are all pretty good size. So I do want to kind of get them into their own, mostly just because my pot isn't quite deep enough to like kind of have 2 big ones stacked on top of each other and have them both be completely under the water. We do need them to be completely under the water in order to cook appropriately. And then I'm just going to get each of these into a bag. All right, so then once they're in my bags, I do kind of try and work them so that they are kind of as low as possible, but still like spread out. Like I don't want it all bunched up in a ball. And I am going to cut my bags down just so that they take up less room in my pot. So I do need to leave some room so that I can do my sealing of the bag. So I'm going to cut it to about there. And then, and I don't like this machine, so I am not going to show you which one it is that I have, because I guess I will, but only because I don't recommend it. Do not buy this machine. The problem is that it doesn't seal very well. Like I will often, you'll see. So I'm going to put it in my machine just like I'm supposed to. My edge is supposed to be in kind of this tray here. I'm going to close it down, and then I'm going to, why is it not on? Well, that's a bummer. My machine actually stopped working. um, I don't know why. There's no like on button, so it should just be on when I plug it in, but it is not working. So the problem is that I would do the vac seal, which means it's going to vacuum and then seal it. and it wouldn't get all of the air out, or it just wouldn't seal it. I would always like do an extra seal or two to make sure that it's sealing completely, and then sometimes it still wouldn't seal. So I mean, I guess it's kind of okay that it's broken because now I can get a new one, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle today's chicken. I ordered a new vacuum sealer. I got it in tonight. It is about 8 o'clock. I am going to go ahead and get these in. I'm normally up until midnight, so it's not a problem. So I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to put it so that the opening is in this kind of like tray that I've got here. Everyone's going to function a little differently, but the basics of most of them are going to be the same. I'm going to lock it in place, and then I am going to hit my vacuum button. And then I think that means that it's sealed. It's the first time using it, so I'm not sure. Then I unlock it and get it open. There we go. And now I have my little pouch that has a seal. So this is all locked in. And then I will, let's see, you can see there's a little bit of like meat juice in there. I will get that cleaned out just so it's not kind of like floating around in my water. And I'll do this with all of my chicken. All right, so I've got all my chicken here. This little insert tray is really nice. My other one didn't have it, like I couldn't take it out. But then I can just take that out and I can get it washed with some hot soapy water and get this put away. And then I can get my chicken in. And like I said, we do want to make sure there's space between them so that that water can flow all around the chicken. So I'm putting it in each of these little like spots to hold things. And I just need to make sure that my water is deep enough that it can completely cover my chicken breasts because I need them to cook all the way around. So for these, I'll cook them at 150 degrees for 2 hours. My chicken has cooked for 2 hours, so I am ready to just grab it out. I'll just grab each bag and I'm going to put them into an ice bath to help cool them down quickly. I will then drain this water out and get these in my refrigerator, and we will eat them as needed throughout the week. So sous videing really is very simple. The hardest part is just like getting all the bags, like sealed and stuff. And that's it. The rest of it, you just let it cook. So it's really, really simple and easy. It is about 4 o'clock and I am ready for my second meal. So I made myself a pizza chaffle. Well, it's two pizza chaffles. So it's just cheese, some almond flour, an egg, and some chopped up pepperoni. And then I have a little bit of pizza sauce on the side here that I'm just dipping it in. And then I'm also going to have a sparkling ice water with it. I know I need to have some more. I'm really not sure what that's going to be. I'm not even sure if I can eat all of this. I ended up just eating some of the chia pudding that I had sitting in my fridge. So I was able to get to 1,700 calories today, actually 1,750, so that's great. My protein is 134, my net carbs are 26, my fat is 104, and my sodium is 3,800. That includes another Body Armor Flash IV, so I will drink that this evening. So I had a pretty great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.